Good Sunday afternoon. Well, today was supposed to be a day to work on the Taj Mahal pen. It turned out that I ended up having to do something else because today was the day that the piggies figured out that if they pushed the skirting under the house, they could get under my house. And it was nice and cool and shaded under there. So I didn't have enough of the cement board that this project is going on. See, that's a piece of cement board behind that pallet right there, because Wilma was nudging her nose at that corner right there and pushing the skirting in, so I just slid that in there, and that got them where they weren't messing with that no more. And so today I come out to feed them, and I can't find Fred. Fred's under the house. So I done rousted him out from underneath the house at least a dozen times already. And so what I did was I had got all these pallets to build the little houses for them in their pens. So I don't really need those until after I actually get the pens finished. So right now the pallets are making for a wall that I got it tie strapped to the fence pole right there, and then these are all screwed together where the two pallets come together right here. I got 3 screws in each one of them, screwing them together. And then I got that piece there. I'm going to figure out probably about midway, and I'll lean that in and screw them legs, because it's missing some of the boards on the end, and I'll screw them legs to the uprights. I mean, it's fairly stable, but I mean, if they wanted to mess with it, they could get it to fall over, I'm sure. But I'm over there where my drill is now by the shovel. I got a couple more to fix up, and then this will all be blocked off in the front, and then I get to get my flashlight, crawl around under the house and make sure that they didn't tear up any AC lines or anything, because there's like a lot of nice cool air coming out from underneath there right now when I was putting that skirting back up. And I'm thinking they got down there and ripped some of my AC duct loose, so I may have to get under there and do some repairs on that, get that squared away. I'm trying to get this wall built up here as quick as I can so I can get under there, because if it's broke loose, then it's going to be running my AC constant and costing me money. So I ain't trying to cool Urbana. So, but fortunately I had the pallets and I had the screws, so it didn't really cost me nothing but so far about a half a day between rounding them up from underneath the house and getting the pallets moved back here and set up and put together. So hopefully this will keep them out from under the house, and I just gotta, like I say, get under there and make sure that they didn't tear anything up, and go from there. If I got to fix something, then I'll have to fix it, but hopefully I don't have to fix anything. Their mud hole seems to be holding up good. It's still got water in it there. So, and see all that corn on the ground? I don't know if you can see it in the video, but there's just a bunch of corn on the ground, and that's part of the reason why I got away from feeding them the corn, because you know over time there's probably a quarter of a bag of corn spread out through this yard and buried down in this pen and everything else that, like Mama always said, I don't cook for the garbage can, and I ain't buying feed to be laying on the ground. So, but I got to figure out something to do with this tarp so that I can maintain their mud hole, and just I'm just going to leave their water bucket right there. But I got to take the panels out to get those back here in the back so I can get the fence stretched on them and get them ready to go in, because I was moving right along yesterday and ran into a problem and got somewhat discouraged about that, and had to go down and take a look at Jerry's truck because it had a coolant leak. So it's one of those things. But I did talk to Wayne, so Wayne's gonna for those of you who don't know Wayne, he lives down at the end of my road, and he said he'd be able to come by here and feed them every morning when I go on vacation. So that's a big deal. So I'm gonna cut him in for a freezer full of pork once I do my harvesting, you know. And he said he slaughtered pigs before and done all that cleaning and stuff, so that could be a big help too. And but I'm still going along. They're over there laying down now between their picnic table and the fence over there underneath them shade trees. So it's better than being under the house rooting around and trying to tear stuff up. So I got to get this done so I can get under this house and see if there's anything that I need to fix under there before it gets too late in the day where I can't get any material if I need it. So I'm going to cut this off, and I will keep you posted as to what the rest of it is. And as far as how it looks, I have to say it looks like shit. That's some redneck shit right there now. I was trying to keep them all in line in the same size pallets, but I ran out of the smaller pallets, and so they got a little bit tall on the other end. So it is what it is, but it's only going to be up there until I get at least one of the pens finished to where I can get them in the pen. And then I was going to use these as a corral to you know, make them a corral to where I could just run them into the new pen when I get that ready. But I'm not going to be able to take them down from here in order to build them back there for a corral, because if I take them down from here, then they're going to get under the house, because they're going to know, hey, them pallets ain't there no more, you know, them boards ain't in my way. So, as you remember back quite a few videos ago when I said how smart pigs were, well, they figured that out. Just fortunately for me, they didn't figure out that it would have been just as easy to push the skirting out from underneath the back of the house as it was to push it under from the front of the house, because then they would have been loose and I would have been trying to round them up, which would not have been no easy task in the woods and everything that I got around here.